I have any business with heavy weights if I want to build muscle? That's technically how you build muscle. So yeah, if you want to build muscle, you're gonna have a lot of business with heavy weights. That's just how it goes. Do you have a show in mind, or are you staying locked down until the Olympia? As of now, we're staying locked down until the Olympia, but you know what? You don't know, things will change, man. Depending on how the year goes, things might change. But right now, for all we know, we're just literally staying locked down all the way to Olympia. After retirement, why is everybody talking about my retirement, man? Just because I turned 40, what, do you think I'm planning on retiring anytime soon? No, you got a long road, man. You're going to be waiting for a long time. No, after retirement, would you open your gym to the public or even a few spaces for love to train with you? Yeah, man, probably when I finish bodybuilding entirely, that's what I sort of have the gym for, When we finish bodybuilding, I will open it to the public or have a bigger area or bigger building for it. But I'll open it to the public or something like that. But definitely something I would do. I don't know if I want to run a gym yet. It's a lot of work to run a gym. But I think having a few people, like membership cap to some numbers or something like that, I would have definitely when time is done. Do you ever have doubts in yourself? If so, how do you overcome it? Yes, of course, man. We're doing this at the top echelon of the sport. This is crazy. You're doing something that 99.9% of people can do. Being at the top of a sport like this, doubts are there a lot, but is the ability for you to just say, look, you do it anyway. The ability to say, look, what does they say? Bravery is not the absence of fear, but is the ability to feel fear but do something anyway. That's what it is. It's just knowing that, okay, yeah, there's going to be doubts. There's always been doubts. But you want something so bad that you're willing to just push forward anyway. So as long as you're willing to do that, that's it. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't need to know exactly how things go, but chasing after it is worth it. What keeps you hungry after already reaching the top? Man, knowing that this body has so much to give, and I want to see what the limit of this body can do. I really want to see what the limit of this body is, and I know what it can do, and that limit of how far it can go is something that I'm really trying to see. And I think if I retire from bodybuilding or anything, without seeing that, I'm gonna retire very, disappointed. I'm gonna retire with unfinished business at least. But I know that this body still has more improvement and potential to do, and it's still doing it quite easily as well. So I'm really curious to see what that limit of where the upper echelon is and what package the ultimate package will bring to the stage will be. So until it reaches that, I'm hungry to get that. Just seeing the Arnold Classic lineup close up, do you wish that you would have competed? Not really, man. Honestly, I already decided what I was going to do this year and just take the year off, regardless of what the lineup was like or anything like. I wouldn't have competed anyway. I wouldn't have wished to compete because we made the decision. It was I'm happy with that decision. I don't look back and start, questioning or anything like that. I'm like, yeah, that's what it is, So no, I don't wish I competed. I watched it. It was a good show to watch, and that was it. Now I just look forward to the Olympia. First question, do you like the new F1 cars and rules? I was just like everybody else, man. I was skeptical about it when they first introduced all the new rules and the cars. I didn't think that it was going to be, it was going to be, as good or, it's going to have a lot of problems. And don't get me wrong, they're still going to get better. But the first two races, man, it's been absolutely a lot of fun. Seeing cars being able to overtake backwards and forward through a race like that, it's entertaining to watch. It's probably not as entertaining for some people that sort of they like the standard rules of the way things were, but to see cars just overtaking backwards and forward because they're using their battery boost and they're kind of running out and they're using overtake mode, it makes it much more entertaining as a fan to watch it. So, right now, even though I know things will get better, and McLaren, they're still having problems trying to figure their car out. I know it will get better, and, Mercedes are rocking it right now. So, yes, but at the moment, I am enjoying it. Piece of advice for aspiring open bodybuilders. Man, just try to educate yourself, man. Educate yourself as much as you can, not just on physically how your body works, but on your mind and how this sport is. Try to educate yourself so you know that, you're learning as well as growing. If you can do that, you're going to be very well off in this sport, man. Just try to make sure that, if you get a coach and you're working with a coach, let them teach you, not just tell you what to do. So you actually educates you on how everything works and how your body works and how the whole sport works. So that way you know that, okay, you don't just build your body, you have your knowledge that follows it up as well. What's the most challenging part of being Samson outside of bodybuilding? Nothing, man. It's still the same life challenges, man. It's still the same thing. It's bodybuilding is what I do, know who I am. I have a life outside of it, and most of my friends, they're not in bodybuilding or they're not into bodybuilding. So when we have things like yesterday, we had a get together for my birthday, all the people there, they've known me for years before bodybuilding came along. So when we get together, we just relax and enjoy our time and realize and talk about things that literally we don't even talk about bodybuilding at all. So it's enjoying that part of life and realize, bodybuilding is what you do, not who you are. And it's knowing that there is that part of you that is still there and you get to enjoy that part as well. And it's nice, it's fun. Those grilled plantains look good. Happy belated birthday, champ. Thank you very much. Yeah, man, we had we had a lot of plantain. We had it ordered and we had a box full and it was a lot of it. We couldn't even eat it all. We had to give some of the guests to take it home with them. That was a lot of plantain. I haven't eaten that much plantain in a long time and it was really good. I thought bodybuilders reach their peak at around 35. Not necessarily, man. It all depends. It all depends on your body and how much it can take and how much damage it's taking. So necessarily, if you start at 28, you probably you'll be nowhere near your peak at 35. You'll still be pushing up that way because you'll start a lot later in your life. Same thing. If you start a lot earlier and your body's beating up, you won't even make it to 35. So it's more about mileage and how long you're doing this and how well you take care of your body during the time you're doing this than actually what age you are in. So you always find, some bodybuilders will make it make 50, some will make it to 45, some 40s, some won't even make it to 30. So it's all about, mileage and how well you treat your body going through the process. That determines when your peak is and how long you last. Why didn't you compete, Sam? If you talk about the Arnold Classic, man, this is not new. I chose not to compete a long, long time ago. And basically, I've done the Arnold for 4 years straight, man. I think it's about time we give me some rest, don't you think? I'm constantly competing twice a year, non-stop. So this year we wanted to have a break, so that's exactly what we did. How do you still manage to use regular machines, even with a ridiculous amount of muscle? Man, I got that muscle with regular machines, so they help me get here so they can help me maintain it. So, yeah, but it's simple. It's just the machine that can help you get here is the same machine that help you maintain it. Have you ever had issues with high blood pressure? No, I have not. And you know what? This is something I'm very not lucky, but something that we've always prepared me for. And, having a company like Marriott Health as well, you saw them, they did my blood test when I was in Ohio just this past weekend, checking over them and making sure that everything just flows nicely and everything works nice, especially being the size. It makes it much more easier, man. But we've always been mindful and always taking care of my body right from the minute we started this. We've never been reckless with anything we do. We've always put thoughts into it. And that's the reason sometimes we choose not to work with people or work with coaches because of that. We're very concerned about, okay, I want a life after bodybuilding is done. I don't want to be able to do this as long as I can, remain healthy. And Marriott Health, our prime body to help me do that. So, yeah. This is a good one. How do you resist getting involved in drama when your name is mentioned? Bro, man, I have a great life. And I'm a grown man. I'm 40 years old now, officially. I'm not a child. I don't get involved in childish things. My goal is very sharp and very set in front of my face. People call my name all the time. I'm just like, I don't care, dude. My goal is over there. You're not important. I don't need to be involved in that. I don't need drama in my life. My goal is very simple. My life is good. I wouldn't risk it for anything. I enjoy my peace, and peace is all I'm about. So for me, drama is just it's just noise and entertainment in the corner. My goal is right there. Can you fit in the STO? No, I cannot fit in the STO. That wasn't mine. It was my friend that came around yesterday. No, unless the roof comes off, I ain't fitting in no damn thing. Is muscle memory a myth? Where if you haven't been to the gym for a while, you gain it back? No, muscle memory is not a myth, man. It does work, and you do gain that muscle back. The speed you do it can vary, but you do gain it back faster than the first time you put it on. And that's something that we depend on when we take a break of the gym for weeks or anything like that. Even though it's like, okay, you might feel like you lose that gains. The minute you go back, it all comes down fast. It doesn't matter, even if it's a very much more longer time than that. It's not like the first time you start. It's never like starting again for the first time. You do gain that muscle back quite fast. And that is muscle memory. How much longer would you like to compete to no longer literally walk on stage anymore? No, for real though, I'm going to be here for a long time because I know that, I'm still improving. And the fact that my body can still do that is there's no signs of slowing it down. There's no signs of injury. There's no sign of fatigue. There's no sign of anything. Like, you're still fresh as hell. That is something that, you know what, I'm like, okay, I'm going to keep going until I can't go anymore. So I'm curious to see how far that will be, but I can tell you right now, it's no time soon, that's for sure. How are you feeling now, carrying plus pounds, and what's the biggest changes? I'm feeling great, man. Honestly, this is, like I said, it's a long off season, and you know what? We know the process that we're going through. We pushed all the way up for 350, and then we come back down before we flew out to Ohio, and kind of come down to that 340, 345 mark. We're going to sit on there, have sort of lean time for the rest of the month of March, and then come April, we're going to push back up again, and then come back down, and just kind of go yo-yo like that, and just kind of losing between 5 to 10 pounds each time. Probably, well, I'm going to go back up after this break anyway. We're going to stay there and go into the prep. But just being able to do that makes handling weight a lot more comfortable. I remember, for the past off season, being 330 was like my max. 330 was always uncomfortable. But now, since I've gone so far past that, still being over 330 now, just coming down a little bit by 5 pounds, I feel more comfortable than ever. Hey, what split workout would you say worked out for you in regards to progress without injury? I mean, it's just any split that fits your lifestyle, man. It doesn't really matter. What's important is not your workout split, it's how you actually train. Your lifestyle, whatever workouts you're doing, whatever plan you're doing, has to fit your lifestyle and everything that you kind of do. Like, I put my bigger muscle group at the beginning of the week just because I got more energy in the beginning of the week after having rested on Sunday. So I put the bigger muscle groups at the beginning of the week and the weaker ones towards the back of the week because I'm more tired. That just works for me. Some people, you might work alternative days. You might have different things going on in your life that doesn't match that split. So you just find something else that does. It doesn't really matter how you split them up. It's just what works for you and your lifestyle. Did watching the Arnold put some gas on your fire? Whoop some ass. I mean, man, it did fire me up, man. Watching the Arnold, man, it's every time I watch a bodybuilding show anyway, especially when I want to see it live, it gets me excited to be on stage myself, and it sort of fires me up to go like, man, yeah, I want to get on stage myself, and I'm really excited about it. So I want to make sure I go back and get that fire under that training, so I bring something to that stage that's like, wow. So watching the Arnold just always does that for me, especially just being there, just watching it like that, and I was like, man, okay, I want to get back. I want to get on stage. I want to do some damage. I want to go do some damage, and I want to get on stage. So yeah, that does fire you up. Hey man, met you a few years ago. You're a great person. It's 30 too late to start bodybuilding, man. If you start bodybuilding at 30, you're only starting like 2 years after I did. I started bodybuilding at 28, so no, it's not too late at all to start bodybuilding, man. You're still fresh. So yes, man, go at it, go hard at it, and yep, it's definitely all there. Ever want to try fishing? Yes, I do want to try fishing. That's probably something I'll do when I retire. Yeah, I think probably that is something I'll probably take up, fishing, but I'm not good at deep water. I'm not good at swimming. I stay away from water because of that. But fishing, I'll be a lot lighter, so it might be different by then. But fishing is something I do want to try. When you attend the British Grand Prix, which team or driver will you be cheering for? You know who I'll be cheering for, man. It's always McLaren, man. I know that they've not had the best start to the season the last 2 races or the first 2 races of the season, but I still cheer for my people, man. Yeah, McLaren, all the way. It's something you love to get into after your bodybuilding career is over. I mean, there's pretty much do most of the things I want to do now, but I suppose obviously, if I didn't have this, there's other things I'll probably just do for the fun of it. I don't think that outside I love to get into. I just think something that, I'll probably enjoy to try once or twice. Hell, I might even play golf, gardening, motor racing, obviously. That one I'm already doing now, but if I was smaller, I'll probably spend more time sort of do that more often. And everything else, most of the things I like, I already do. So I don't think there's much else that I'm like, yeah, definitely want to get into that. I mean, as well, maybe I will probably do like coaching and stuff once I'm done competing. So I think until I'm done, I don't coach anybody. So when I'm done, I'll probably go into that. How many years have you been bodybuilding? 12 years, started in 2014. Favorite pastime hobby outside of training? I like spending time with my wife and driving my car. Yes? Because you're listening. Two lines about Kimi, F1, youngest driver, bro. I gotta say congratulations to the guy, man. Youngest F1 driver to ever make podium. And this one was impressive, man. The guy drove like crazy yesterday. And the fact, oh, today actually, fucking hell, I forgot. Yeah, he drove like crazy this morning, man. And the fact that he won the race as well at 18 years old, hell, man, I couldn't barely drive at 18. So yeah, top story, man. Good afternoon, Samson. Are you still coming to be in Alfreda, Georgia in May? Yes, I am coming to Georgia in May, and I will be there guest posing. So yes, I will be there in May. Into Q&A, but wishing you a healthy life throughout the year, and love from South Africa. Thank you very much, man. Really appreciate that. Best movement for growing back thickness: rows, rack pulls, deadlifts. The big heavy weighted movements. What's your champion mindset? The man that says yes he can, the man that says no he can't are both right. So you are what you think. Oh, well, thank you very much, man. Yes, I'm looking for 2026 as well, man. It's going to be a big year. Thank you. What time do you wake up in the morning, and what time do you train? I mean, most morning we probably wake up by 7:30, 8 o'clock, roughly about that time. And in terms of training, we go training probably late afternoon. I need to get about 3 meals in before heading out to train. Are you going to be at Arnold UK? Yes, I will be at Arnold UK, and yes, you will catch me there. So guys, for those of you that come to the Arnold UK, I'll see you there. I'm looking forward to this. Your dream at 30 compared to your dream at 40. Man, that's a good one, man. I mean, at 30, I was still praying to be a top pro bodybuilder and make it to the Olympia, man. That was still like sort of the dreams then. Was chasing that and chasing the ability to be able to make it to become a top pro. When you get paid in US money, is it a huge 30, I was still an amateur. Changes the I did my first bodybuilding it is, man. It's 28. Is the currency exchange. You still have to go through it just like everybody else. So even then, there was still like tax and everything else. But yeah, you take a huge hit just like everybody else is. And then at 40, I accomplished everything I said on my mind. I could not. I didn't even try. Not just obviously winning the Olympia. I'm definitely in the top pro bodybuilder. Whoever wish you could bring service to the States. I mean, I don't think that you my lovely wife as well. And having a life that you're proud of. But you know what, man, seeing the fact that you can just pretty much enjoying this and knowing that in the States, and there's still so much years in front of me to expose and stuff, that's really cool. Yeah, it'd be nice to sort of bring that so we don't have to sort of worry so much about it when we travel, but at the same time, I'm glad that he's at home, he's here, he doesn't have to go through the stress of any of that, and and people look after him here, so yeah, I'm definitely, happy with him just being at home. Has your training always been the same pump style, or did you try other styles and not like this, I'm guessing? Dude, my training was the same thing everybody used to do. I got into training watching Ronnie, Jay, and all them guys, and they were training like this. Before all the other funky styles and all that different things started coming into play, I was training exactly the way I saw the top guys in the world train at the time. And I was growing just fine doing their thing. So that's why he's just stuck to that, because it's work. And I've grown consistently every year because it works. That's why the top guys in the world train like that. So, yeah. What training split style have you tried over the years? Man, a lot. I've done training every body part every single day. I've done training one body part twice, 3 times, 4 times a day. I've done training one body part every day. I've done, different trainings. I've done so many. I'm doing this for over 15 years now. I've done a lot of different stuff, I've mixed it up. I've done ups and downs. When I was working full time, I had to manipulate my training around my shifts. So I've done crazy kind of things, Sometimes I couldn't go to the gym for nothing but 3 days a week. I had to put my whole body training into that 3 days, sometimes just 2 days a week. I've done loads of different styles and loads of different sort of training techniques and stuff like that. And yeah, man, eventually I'm just at a point where I found one that works quite comfortably for me. And that was it. Samson, what's the one piece of advice you could share with a 26-year-old still learning life? Man, that's a hard one, man. I'm going to just tell you, man, life is exactly that, is learning. Nobody knows it all. Nobody can tell you what you're going to expect. There's no cheat code to it. Life is just there for us to learn and live and enjoy it. So there's no rules that, you adhere to. If you do this and this, you get this result. It never works that way. Life is yours, man. No one can give you and tell you exactly what's going to happen and everything that's going to happen to you. It's all a lesson for all of us. So just learn it. Just be open-minded enough to take it on board and learn it and just try to be good with it. And try to be good with people. And that's it. How did you and your wife meet? Me and Mel, we met in the gym. Yes, we met in the gym. It was Sports. Was it Sports Direct at the time or LA Fitness? Was it Sports Direct? Yeah, it was in the gym in Colchester, Sports Direct's gym. Yeah, all that many years ago. When did you leave Nigeria? What year? 1999, right before the millennium. Literally a few months before the millennium. I tried to follow your workout split at the gym, 95%. Thank you. And please continue sharing. Thank you very much, man. I will do. I appreciate that, man. How do you reheat frozen steak? We don't reheat frozen steak. You take it out of the freezer and you put it in the fridge and you let it defrost on its own time. That's the nice way to do it. How did you celebrate your 40th birthday? I mean, on my birthday, my wife took me out for a meal. That was really nice. And then yesterday we had a bunch of family and friends over, close family and friends over, and we had a cookout, like we do. And just chilled, enjoyed, and catch up all day. Not a question, just thank you for representing the Mr. Olympia like a true champion. Good luck in 2026. Thank you very, very much, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. How many days worth of chicken and steak are you cooking on the barbecue? Normally when we do the barbecue, we do 2 weeks worth. So 2 weeks worth of chicken and steak. That's what we always do. Most important supplements for people just beginning their journey in fitness, health and fitness. Most important, man, food. Just food. Just be good with your food. Before you start looking at anything else and what supplement you buy, just food. Oh man, thank you very much, man. Really appreciate that. Thank you.